G'day everybody and welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum. Episode, I believe it's 275. Hope you guys are doing well. Yesterday, I don't know guys how I feel about yesterday. I feel like yesterday was a little bit of a nothing episode. And yeah, if you guys felt the same way, then I do apologize for that. I felt like we didn't really focus too much on anything, and by the time we were going to do some of that infrastructure work, we sort of needed to end the day already, so it was already getting late. But anyway, hopefully we'll do a little bit better in this episode. I'm thinking in this episode we're going to focus on a couple of things. One is continuing a little bit on the infrastructure that we mentioned yesterday. And I'm really keen on trying to, I suppose, sorry, let me just make sure that we don't lose those poos. Continuing on the infrastructure that I mentioned the other day, and subsequently moving on to the sailboat. So I'm in a tiny bit of a rush to try and get stuff done so we can quickly sort of get the required work done on the infrastructure, and that involves us actually making use of our newly found diving helmet, and then quickly moving on to trying to craft the sailboat. Hopefully it's not going to be too complicated. It does require quite a lot of stuff though, so including, if I'm not mistaken, some of those chests that we can actually gather from the deep mines. So I think we've got a few anyway, just hanging around doing nothing, so we may as well use those. The problem is going to be actually finding where we've stored all of them. So we'll figure that out in a moment. But anyway, farming wise, I'm just gathering all the things here. Hopefully we don't have too much work to do in terms of harvesting and replacing some of these plants, but we've got those few farm patches over there that we haven't exactly looked at just yet, so yeah, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I've just realized here, but we are missing one batch of fertilizer in this section right here. That's going to be something that we have to correct in a future episode, potentially when we get into the winter months. Well, I say months, but it's technically the winter days. But anyway, I can't remember what we grow in the winter, actually. It feels like it's been ages. Alright, so it turns out we do have some sugarcane here that we need to sort out, so let's sort it out. And then we've got the animals to deal with as usual. And the crab pots as well. Don't want to forget about the crab pots. Let's chuck that in there. And we need... Okay, we've got the scythe. Great. Okay, we've got a little bit of space to work with. Let's just grab some sugarcane here. Righto. Alright, so let's gather all of this. Milburn. Sorry, I keep mixing up Melvin and Milburn. But Melvin looks like he wants to help, but there is nothing for him to do over here. We could fertilize this entire area if we wanted to be honest, but you know, I'm not too fussed about that because it's just sugarcane we're talking about, so you know, it doesn't need to grow extra fast or anything like that. I'm probably keen on saving all of our fertilizer for the next big mix-up here at the farm, which is going to be when winter comes around, obviously. So, right, so time to put some of these seeds away. We'll put the scythe away as well. And yeah, I think we're ready to deal with the animals now. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, more poos to collect. Okay, they've both had their breakfast. I see Ein over here. We should be able to just quickly give him some breakfast. And I'm not entirely sure where... Ah, there he is. Again, guys, every time I start saying that I'm not entirely sure where one of these guys are, they immediately appear into view. Alright, he's had his breakfast as well. Good stuff. We can probably just... Oh, actually, sorry. I completely forgot about actually using the tools on the animals. That might help. Let's grab our wool. Might as well grab that poo. And yeah, I think we're done. One thing that I didn't really show on camera the other day is I did actually put all of the feed into the silo. I completely forgot about that towards the end, and as I was sort of wrapping up the day, I realized that the food is still not in the silo. So yeah, fix that up pretty quickly. I do want to grab our diving helmet. There we go. I was going to say if we can find it. And yeah, we'll swap out to the diving helmet in a moment when we do get to doing the infrastructure work. I'm keen on taking a picture of the overlook that we've just created. And actually, one thing that I did not do last night was actually return here at, I guess, a later hour to check out how those glow buttons looked. But anyway, goodness me, there's so much stuff to do here. There's stuff to collect. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's just chuck our shiny stone in here. I do want to maybe just get rid of some of our junk, quote unquote. Everything goes in there, and let's not do that. Someone gave me a really, really good suggestion the other day to avoid accidentally putting stuff away into a place that I don't want to keep it. And that is to actually set up a chest or a box, storage box that is, near the actual doggo kennels and the paddock. And yeah, that is actually a really, really good idea. So I might implement that, but I'm not entirely sure if we will have time to do that today. But we'll try and think about coming back to that at some point. So I haven't checked the crab pots, I've realized now. Yep, I think we're pretty happy here. Perhaps maybe the only thing that I want to do is just fetch these quandongs, just in case. But yeah, let's quickly head into town. I do want to check in with Rain. We are running out of sugarcane seeds, so we may as well buy a few of these. Okay, we don't really have a lot of money, do we? I just realized that. Maybe something like that. Hopefully, we don't exactly need to spend money on anything right this moment. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of an issue on our hands. Let's check in on the board. Okay, couple of days is going to be John's birthday. Now, well, not couple of days. Tomorrow, it's going to be John's birthday. So let me write this down, actually, because there is a very real risk of us forgetting about it. So, John's birthday. Gotta make sure that we visit John and give him something nice, preferably his favorite food. Anyway, let's check here. We've got an alpha croc, a couple of days for that. Photo request, 4 days for that. That's fine. We'll get it all done. I do want to visit Franklin, as we say, or as I have said in the past. We do want to visit Franklin every now and then to check out what he's got to teach us. Yeah, definitely have the brick well already. I wonder if there are any different types of wells that we can learn. But anyway, enough of the work that we need to do in the town. Let's actually get this infrastructure work underway. So we do need the diving helmet for that. Plus, we're going to need to print some soil as well. So we've got everything that we need. We've got the bridge that we want to put down as well. So let's actually make this thing happen. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, so we sort of put the dirt path over here, but I think I'm actually going to cut it a little bit shorter. And I might convert some of the soil over this side into red soil instead of having the sand extend out this far. So let's actually just fix this up a tiny bit. Okay, I think that's going to look fine. We're just going to need to chuck our diving helmet on, and from here we should be able to do work in the water, right? I assume things are going to work, but let's try. So, yep, fantastic. All right, this is awesome, guys. I love the diving helmet. Actually, it's so useful. This might actually negate the need for us to buy bombs from Franklin, though, if you think about it, because normally we would always get bombs from Franklin to try and, you know, destroy underwater rocks. That's not really going to be needed anymore because we can literally just go in with the diving helmet and get the work done. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if there's any other use for bombs at this stage. I was sort of thinking about it while I was sort of doing my real day job, because I have nothing better to do. And I was thinking, oh, I wonder if you can use bombs to actually, like, fight enemies. So we've actually got an alpha animal to deal with that we've just picked up, you know, a task for on the bulletin board. We might actually give it a go. I think we may have a spare bomb or two sitting around somewhere, potentially. I mean, if not, then maybe we won't really need to worry about it too much, but I'd say if we do pick up a spare bomb at some point, we could actually give that a try and see if we can actually take out some of those alpha animals with it, and whether or not it actually does a lot of damage to them. Who knows, my theory could be completely wrong. But anyway, so that's looking good. I don't know if I like the shape that much, so I might actually just destroy a little bit more of it. Yeah, okay. That looks asymmetrical enough, I think. But yeah, I think we're gonna need to just fix up some of this even more. Okay, so I think the idea is we still need to elevate because obviously we don't want to have a situation where we can't go through using the jet ski or sailboat. That's going to happen very, very soon. I'm just sort of looking at the time as well. It's almost 3 o'clock, so this work has really consumed the day. Alright. Let's do maybe something like that. And I think from here we should be able to just do that. Nice, okay. And let's place down a bridge. Come on. There we go. And yeah, I don't know about like whether or not we're gonna keep sort of this sort of going down and then back up again. We might actually just elevate the entire island here in the center. Just watching our dirt printer there, getting very, very close. Let's not break it. I think we're gonna be done for the day in terms of our infrastructure work. And yeah, we should just continue with what we said that we were gonna do. We're gonna craft ourselves this sailboat. So infrastructure work is going to have to continue on another day. We're going to need another bridge for it as well. So figure we're probably going to need to craft another one of those bridges. We should try and go for the same look. Extra croc meat. Probably just drop that. Alright, sailboat. Let's see, where is that? There it is. So we need one wooden chest. We're going to have to find that somewhere. All of this stuff I'm pretty sure we have, so let's just start with the chest first, and then once we're done with that we can sort of continue on. Okay, we don't have money for the gacha machine. That's a shame. Where do we have spare chests? Maybe in here. No. Where are our spare chests at? Oh, actually, yes. It might be next to the mine, actually. Ah, there we go. Alright. I think we just need one. But, yeah, let's get everything else that we need. So, we need 15 of these. We need gumwood planks as well. We got 9. We need to cut a few more. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did not want to do that or that. Okay. Let's chuck this away. And we've also need hardwood planks, so need to cut up some more. Got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's grab copper bars. Okay, definitely need some copper bars to be smelted. We need iron bars. We need 10 of those. And we need 10 cloth as well. Let's just get what we need here. Alright, very good. Let's grab all of that. One more copper bar. And I think that's going to be it. So, hopefully we've still got a little bit of sun to work with while we go out for our maiden sail, maiden voyage. Let's chuck... Oh, goodness me. Why? There we go. Alright. Let's do it. So, one sailboat coming right up. Nice. Okay, and we've got a little bit of space to work with here. For, I don't know what, perhaps maybe some fishing. But let's actually give this a try. So, sailboat going down. Oh, that is gigantic. Alright, so... I feel like I should be wearing my pirate's outfit here, but anyway. It's a little bit too late for that. Let's head out to the open seas and, yeah, see what this thing's all about. Let me just change the camera a little bit just so that we've got, you know, at least some footage for the screenshot. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Very nice. Alright, I'm happy that we've managed to achieve this. It is a little late though, isn't it? But, anyway. I mean, aside from this being an oversized boat, slash jet ski, can we actually do anything with it? I mean, what are these light-looking things on the side? I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, okay, so this actually has some storage. That explains why we needed at least one chest. Well, just one chest, but now it makes sense because we can actually store stuff while we sail around. So that is really cool. So we could potentially like do like some like really big like fishing expeditions. I don't suppose going through or under bridges would be a very good idea. Apparently it's okay. We can literally just clip through if we wanted to. But you know what? Let's pretend that we shouldn't really be sailing through the rivers, and let's stick to the oceans when we're using this thing. Potentially, now that we've got a very large vessel, maybe we need to start thinking about another project, and that is to build ourselves a dock. I would like to be able to sort of build it in the same style as, you know, what we've got going on here for the, I guess the blips that come through. Look, we've only really experienced that at the very beginning of the game, because, you know, I'm not really playing multiplayer or anything like that, but we're not really going to be able to achieve anything like this, but potentially we could sort of do something with maybe hardwood paths or something like that. So we'll have a think about it. Do I want to continue sailing around tonight? I guess so. I mean, we could do a little bit of dredging, actually, because you know how we are with keys. We're still desperate for them, so perhaps maybe we can just go out into the oceans and see if we can look for some treasures. So, I wonder if there are any like new mechanics that are unlocked as a result of being able to sail around. Not entirely sure, but anyway. Also, I wonder how much damage this thing can take, but let's actually use that, and now we should be able to do what we need to do. Ah, yes, okay, I completely forgot, but we also are feeling a little bit tired already. We've been exerting ourselves a little bit too much for the day. Let's sail a little bit closer to the workshop, and I'm just gonna see if I can pick up perhaps maybe some more fruit or something like that. Not the quandongs, perhaps maybe like bananas and bush limes, just to keep us going a tiny little bit more. Or I could maybe consume some of our honey. We've got tons. Maybe. Maybe that's a good idea. Sorry, just checking on some of our stuff to see if we can actually get rid of stuff. And I think we can. Oh, so distracted all the time, guys. Let's put some of the sugar in. Oh, and the bottle brush needs collecting as well. My lord. Alright. And at least it's autumn right now, and it's not really the season where it's rainy every single day or every second day, so sailing is actually quite nice. Alright, so perhaps maybe we can... Whoa, okay, we just clipped through the, the sharks over there. They don't seem to care. Let's maybe park over here, and yeah, we can perhaps do a little bit of metal detecting. Who knows what stuff we might be able to find. Or things that we will never be able to find. I do see a pearl over here, actually. I think that's a pearl. Oh, no. Okay, my bad. I thought I saw a pearl. Anyway. Yes, sorry guys. I now remember. But the oceans are not exactly the best place for doing treasure hunting, are they? So perhaps maybe all we can do really is focus a little bit more on catching some fish. Which is an okay activity. But... you know, it doesn't really net us that much money or anything like that. Plus, we've probably found all of the fish recently. I haven't exactly seen any new fish pop up. Plus, we don't actually have the fish book on us as well, so that's a little bit of a shame. Okay, I guess that's like this thing here in the water, it's just indicating that the boat's there or something. Yeah, I think that it's just an aesthetic thing. Or perhaps maybe the sailboat is useful for, you know, sailing beyond the boundaries of the map. Who knows? That could be a thing. You know, one thing that I might do is actually collect some more jellies, because we don't really have a lot of jellies to work with, so may as well. Cool. Can we paint this thing? I assume we can. Maybe I should fetch some blue paint and, you know, christen this thing. because most of all of our other vehicles are all painted blue for obvious reasons. I assume you can pick this thing up as well, like you can other vehicles. Should we actually give that a try? Because I'm curious. Ah, yes, yeah, it does actually take some damage. So, I'm not going to completely break it down right now. Because, yeah, I'm keen on just continuing our little sailing expedition today. Very, very large turning arc, though. So, that's a little bit of an issue. But, hey, with a vessel this big, I suppose it comes as no surprise, I suppose. Yeah, well, I'm just randomly sailing around and enjoying my time, guys. Just trying to see if there's anything interesting for us to do here. Okay, yep, we're beached. Okay, no. We're free now. Good. Pearls? Yep, we can probably grab some pearls. So another thing to consider as well is whether or not we could just use the boat as a thing to, you know, store stuff. But, I don't know, I mean, we could easily just make some storage, right? Okay. That shark was pretty oblivious. Thank goodness. Let's do a few more, like try and grab a few more fish, if we can. I think these are just maybe anchovies. Nice. Yeah, anchovies are not bad, right? Because they are, in comparison to a lot of the other fish in the game, they're actually worth the most, right? Almost like the highest. Don't quote me on that. Let's grab all of these jellies. Yeah, now that we've got the diving helmet, this is just so easy to do. I remember, like, early days, you know, some people had suggested that perhaps maybe the best way to get jellies is to actually farm them, and sort of just, like, build ponds that would essentially spawn jellies. But, don't need to do that anymore. We can just reap from the oceans. Alright. Which way should we go? I think we should sort of head back-ish. I'm just trying to think of where would be a good place for the boat and the quote-unquote dock. And yeah, I would have to say perhaps maybe it just needs to be very close to the workshop. It makes sense for it to be there, which means that we're going to need to be a little bit careful about like placing bridges and stuff like that in this area, because that means we're not really going to be able to go through. Well, I suppose we can go through if we count clipping through it as actual traversal, but we'll try and keep it real and use the sailboat for the oceans. I don't know if I say this is a superior mode of transport though, guys. I mean, it does have storage, which is kind of nice. But do we really need that much storage while we're out on the oceans? It's just fish and I suppose, yeah, maybe it does make sense, because if you're doing a lot of fishing, every single fish that you catch actually takes up a storage slot. And, yeah, you might actually be able to run out of storage pretty quickly. So maybe it does make sense to have storage. Just quickly grab this. That reminds me, we've still got the crab pots to check out and sort out. So mustn't forget about that. Alright, I think we're here. Yeah, just sort of thinking about it, guys, whether or not we want the docks to be here or maybe to be a little bit further away from the house. Sorry, not the house, the town. Because we've sort of got our bottle brush farm going on around this side as well, and we've got a little bit of a nice relaxing beach setup going on there. I'm not entirely sure if the docks is really going to be conducive to, you know, making this place look a little bit more relaxing. Yeah, I gotta have to think about what we do on that front, guys, in terms of the docks project. But we'll definitely do it, though, that's for sure. Alright, just doing the last bits and pieces for the day. Obviously, this bottle brush is not going to collect itself, so I'm gonna have to just do all of the hard work. It'd be nice if you could tell specific people in the town to do specific tasks and have them sort of store things in specific locations. That'd be handy. But alas, they are not very helpful at all. Alright. Chucking stuff away. And yeah, hopefully we should have enough space in the morning to actually do the farming. I'm gonna move the diving helmet to next to John's, guys, because I feel like it probably makes a little bit more sense to keep it there. And yeah, we should actually go to John's to try and sell stuff off. The grass seeds here, I think this was probably from yesterday night. We may have gotten just a few too many grass seeds. But that's okay. We'll maybe drop these off just over here, because we don't exactly need them. And yeah, let us consume a little bit more honey, just to keep going for the night. Got a tiny little bit more to do, which is the crab pots. Ooh, okay, here we go. This is what it looks like at night. Actually, not a bad look. Got a couple of poos here. 3, actually. And there we go. Nice vantage point. Beautiful view of the Blue Homestead. Anyway, time to get going. Okay, so that meat over there makes me a little bit worried. Let's just make sure that these 2 boys are around. Yep. Okay, they're here. They're probably the biggest source of anxiety for me in this game. Ein and Spike. Anyhow, let's sort out our crab pots here. Let there be some keys, please. Oh, goodness me. Definitely not the right time to be buying any lotto tickets or anything like that, but... Come on, guys. Give me a key or 2, would ya? Alright. I think that's it for the day, guys. So a little bit more seafood here. We definitely need to go see John to sell all of that off and free up our inventory a little bit more. In terms of our activities for tomorrow, perhaps maybe we can start either, getting into the next lookout project, or maybe we can break things up and start with the docks, potentially. Again, I have sort of no idea where to even start with the docks, whether or not it's going to be right there where the boat is, or maybe we should actually have the docks set up somewhere a little bit further out. I'm thinking it makes sense to be here though, guys. Just because the town's here, it doesn't make sense for a dock to be somewhere else completely. So we'll get it set up here, and that might mean we might have to actually move some of the bottle brush farm over here. Yeah, we'll see how we go. If we destroy too many of them, perhaps maybe we should set up the bottle brush farm somewhere else, but if not, then obviously, you know, we can just replant them somewhere nearby where we can still sort of focus on harvesting them pretty easily. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.